5 military planes took off together and never came back. A ship was found with hot food still on the table, but not a single person on board. There is a place on Earth where the sky swallows people and the ocean hides ships. Today, we uncover the real truth about the Bermuda Triangle, the truth most people never get to hear. What is the Bermuda Triangle? We have all heard expressions like, "it vanished into thin air," or "the ground swallowed it whole." But there is actually a place on Earth where people have genuinely claimed that this happens in reality. This place is located in the western region of the North Atlantic Ocean. 3 specific points, the US state of Florida, the island of Puerto Rico, and Bermuda, form a triangle, and that triangle is known as the Bermuda Triangle. Because of all the mysterious incidents that have occurred here, this area has been given several other names too, such as the Devil's Triangle, the Tongue of the Ocean, and the Graveyard of the Atlantic. But how did the discussion about this mysterious area actually begin? Because of all the mysterious incidents that have occurred here, this area has been given several other names too, such as the Devil's Triangle, the Tongue of the Ocean, and the Graveyard of the Atlantic. But how did the discussion about this mysterious area actually begin? In the 1950s, there was some light discussion about this topic in the American media. But the first time people started calling it the Bermuda Triangle was when a writer named Vincent Gaddis published an article in Argosy magazine. He wrote that near Florida, there is an area made up of 3 points where strange and unexplained activities were occurring. He titled that article, "The Deadly Bermuda Triangle." From that moment on, whenever this area was mentioned, people called it the Bermuda Triangle, and the name has stuck ever since. The biggest problem reported about the Bermuda Triangle was that as soon as you entered this area, radios would stop working, compasses would show wrong directions, and the readings of all electronic devices would go haywire. Along with that, ships and aircraft were disappearing, and so were the people on them. Not even a small fragment could ever be found. As these incidents piled up, people began making all kinds of assumptions. Some claimed there was a sea monster lurking in the depths. Others said aliens had a base in the area. Some even linked it to Illuminati conspiracies, but nothing was ever confirmed. If you search today, you will find that almost no other topic has had as many movies, books, or documentaries made about it as the Bermuda Triangle. The mystery was simply too captivating for people to ignore. The year was 1888. A ship named Ellen Austin set sail from England, headed for New York. After traveling for 2 to 3 days, the ship's captain, Captain Griffin, decided to take an unplanned shortcut to arrive early. And that shortcut passed directly through the Bermuda Triangle. As the ship entered the triangle, Captain Griffin spotted a small boat in the distance. It was drifting around in a strange, erratic pattern. The captain tried to communicate multiple times, but received no response. At first, the crew was frightened. Eventually, the captain sent a few men over in a small boat to investigate. What they found when they reached the vessel left everyone in shock. The entire boat was completely empty. No captain, no crew, no passengers, yet the boat itself was perfectly intact. No damage whatsoever. They decided to take the boat with them to New York and report it to the authorities so any illegal activity could be investigated. But as they were towing the boat toward New York, a fierce storm struck. The boat disappeared in the chaos. When the storm finally calmed, the boat reappeared, but everyone who had been assigned to bring it to New York, they were all gone. And the boat? Completely undamaged. They abandoned the boat and sailed on to New York. By the next day, this story had spread throughout the world. There was another famous ship called Mary Celeste. On November 7th, 1872, it departed from New York headed for Italy, carrying a full crew and passengers. But as the ship approached the Bermuda Triangle, it disappeared. An extensive search was launched. Nothing was found. Then, about 1 month later, on December 4th, 1872, the ship was discovered. The food on the plates was still there, everything was in its place. But the captain, the crew, and every single passenger, all gone. To this day, no one knows where they went. Now let's talk about the most famous and most discussed incident in Bermuda Triangle history. December 5th, 1945. A group of 5 fighter planes took off from Florida for a navigation and combat training exercise. This group was named Flight 19. All of them were trainees, led by their senior officer, Lieutenant Charles. Their route was simple: depart from Florida, drop training bombs at Chicken Drop, pass through Grand Bahama, and return to base in Florida. The weather was clear when they left, but just 2 hours into the flight, conditions suddenly deteriorated badly. Lieutenant Charles decided to abort the training mission and head back to base. He checked his compass. It wasn't working. He checked the backup compass. That wasn't working either. He coordinated with his team. Their compasses had failed too. When the ground team tracked them, the last message received was, "Something is burning up here at 100 feet." Then, complete silence. 5 aircraft, 14 men, not a single one was ever found. Christopher Columbus himself wrote in his logbook that upon entering the Bermuda Triangle, his compass stopped working and he lost his course. He noted in 1492, "The compass is not working and light is falling from the sky like a candle." Now let me tell you about Bruce Gernon, the only person to have survived the Bermuda Triangle and lived to tell the tale. Bruce regularly flew from the Bahamas to Florida. The journey typically took about an hour and a half. On one particular flight, he was piloting at over 10,000 feet, but somehow he reached Florida in just 45 minutes. That's a distance of 250 miles. His plane's maximum speed was 180 miles per hour. Mathematically, it was impossible. And when they checked the fuel, it hadn't even decreased. Bruce later wrote an entire book about this experience. It remains unexplained to this day. If the Bermuda Triangle is so dangerous, why don't we hear about it anymore? Today, it's one of the heaviest traffic zones in the world, and modern technology tracks every incident instantly. Lloyd's List data shows that out of over 8,600 ships, only 2 casualties occurred, well below the global average. Wikipedia even classifies it as an urban legend, a story that sounds true but isn't. But what about the failing compasses? For years, the agonic line sat right in the triangle. In this region, magnetic north and true north align, which caused pilots and sailors to get lost. Scientists also found massive methane fields under the sea that can sink ships without warning. And 2016 satellite data revealed air bombs, hexagonal clouds with 175-mile-per-hour winds. In the end, it's just human error and unpredictable weather. Nothing supernatural at all. Japan has a similar area, the Dragon Triangle. It is also triangular in shape, and nearly identical incidents have been reported there. In 1945, contact with an A6M0 aircraft was suddenly lost. The pilot's last recorded words were, "Something is happening in the sky. The sky is opening up." In 1980, the Derbyshire, Britain's largest ship at the time, vanished in the Dragon Triangle. No one has ever found out what happened. Interestingly, the Bermuda Triangle and the Dragon Triangle are located at the same latitude. This has sparked its own set of conspiracy theories. So why is the Dragon Triangle less famous than the Bermuda Triangle? Simple. Hollywood never made movies about it. No books were written about it. No media coverage was given to it. Fame is built on storytelling, not on truth. The stories of the Bermuda Triangle are thrilling and fascinating. But here's the truth. The Bermuda Triangle is one of the busiest maritime routes in the world. So naturally, more incidents will occur there. The rate of accidents is no higher than anywhere else in the world. There is a scientific explanation for the compass problems. Methane gas, hexagonal clouds, and unpredictable weather explain many of the incidents. Most of the famous stories are 100 to 200 years old and simply cannot be verified. Yet thousands of books, movies, and documentaries continue to be made about the Bermuda Triangle. Because the economy built around its mystery is incredibly powerful. Real facts can feel like boring textbook reading. But stories about lost civilizations under the ocean, alien encounters, and secret societies, those sell millions. Someone with a good imagination took a few unverifiable data points from old incidents and spun them into a global phenomenon. And here's the real mystery. Not what lies inside the Bermuda Triangle, but why humanity still chooses to believe in the myth rather than the truth. If you found this video interesting, give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who loves mysteries, and subscribe so you never miss a video. I'll see you in the next one.